So when I'm editing that though, I'm just like, what the fuck are you even saying right now? I feel like
I thought I was saying some shit right there.
I feel like I make less and less sense like the more I talk and more I expand on shit, because I get obsessed with ideas and why people think, what and how they think. And I think this is why like all this is so interesting to me, is like, dude, you're a killer dude. Guys, welcome to this one time. My guest tonight is John White. I know him through the comedy world. He is a punk rock guitarist, singer-songwriter, funny songs. Thanks for coming on the podcast,
Bro,
man.
Thanks for bringing it to me. Like, that's fucking nuts.
Hey, man, I saw the comfy couch and I'm just like, where can we record and relax? And I'm like, let's do it, man. Let's do it. With you were born in Paris, you were telling me?
Yeah. Mostly just born dumpster diving.
Your parents were dumpster diving while you were born?
Yeah, well, no, just a lot of dumpster diving, and then I found this painting early on, and then I just kept it with me.
I love it, man. But no, seriously, man, thanks for coming on. And people need to get out to see one of your sets, man. The first time I saw you, for sure, I was like, man, this guy's funny. Your timing's on. So either you just, where people are like, oh, he just was gifted funny, or you've done what most of us have to do, is like, I know I've worked at this, man. I've played my instrument, my craft. I've written my jokes. I've tried it. They've bombed, and I've tweaked it. And here we are now. And I get to see you freaking doing a 10-minute set at JP's the first time we met. And a fun green room hang, man. Yeah, we had a good time back there.
Always told to quiet down. I've never not been told to quiet down back there. We're always...
As a punk guitarist and now a comedian, and fluid, going back and forth and everything in between. Yeah, it's going to be a common occurrence for be like, John, shut up. Your pussy all right over there?
Bro, my pussy be beating shit up over here. What's going on, girlfriend?
Yeah, she's 14, I heard.
Bro, 14 years old, and she can't die quick enough. The thing is, no, I love this cat. I'm not a cat guy, but I love my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And when we got together, she's like, well, I have this cat. And I'm like, well, what do you do? So she's got the cat, and we start taking really good care of it, because I'm like, hey, let's switch from the dry food to the wet food, better litter, just better things for her lifestyle, because I'm just like, I'm dating this girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. And then we move in together, and now I'm like, fuck, I got to live with this thing. And now I've done things, I'm like, hey, switching to that wet food can add like a couple years to your cat's life. And I'm like, I did that to myself. I did that. Now I'm stuck here with a cat.
But yourself in that place. No one to blame but you.
That's me.
And fall in love with an awesome girl with a great cat. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So, all right. So, music came first, I'm assuming.
Always. Yeah, definitely. I was into music, like right off. I was always loving songs on the radio. The first song I really remember hearing on the radio I loved was Broadway by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay. I don't know if I'm familiar with it. Can you hit it real quick?
Only
like 2 seconds.
Just like that. Broadway is dark tonight.
All right.
A little bit weaker than we used to be.
Wait, are you in the Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah, I wish, bro. Oh man, he was like, I wanted nothing more than to be like that guy, and he was like just a Johnny Resnick, 90s fucking legend. Just the fucking long, fucking dyed hair and shit.
Yeah, the 90s look. Yeah,
yeah, sure. It was, and loved it. But I was raised very conservative Mormon.
Oh shit!
So there was going to be none of that.
My first Mormon on the podcast.
Hey.
I don't know if that's true. We'll have to fact check that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fact check that. Keely was Mormon, wasn't she?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
that's right.
Shout out.
She beat you to that, and she beat you to an OnlyFans too.
That you guys know of.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, music came first, and you were in a very conservative Mormon family.
Yeah. So I got really into just the things that were up on TV and like really Disney Channel. So like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all that coming up, and then Weird Al came out.
Oh, fuck
dude!
You up.
Weird Al was the fucking.
You're like, wait,
shit.
this is possible,
bro. And there were songs I didn't even know. So that was what was weird.
Yes.
That was weird. Like,
that was the weirdest thing about Weird Al?
I heard, okay. So, when he does that, you gotta, like, whatever the Lose Yourself cover he does.
Yeah.
Like, from the Eminem song. Yeah. I heard that before I heard the Eminem song.
Oh, really? So you're like, who's this guy covering Weird Al?
And I understood it wasn't, but but
it's still.
Yo, it was just weird to like hear these songs like Gangster's Paradise. Like I was like 15, 16 before I heard Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah.
Like it was wild.
That hit then at that point too.
Yeah. But you know, there was still no spark for musical comedy.
Yeah.
Never thought I wanted, like, never thought about it. But then I started, once I got a guitar when I was like 12, I got it because I wanted girls.
Of course.
You know, girls love guitar. But like, you know, I got that tism. So I just really started working at guitar. And having your head buried in a guitar is a quick way to never get a girlfriend. Exactly. So that pretty much guaranteed I'd never got pussy for all of high school. Because
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah. So, just reliving that right now. Thanks, man. I love that.
So hold on. So was Weird Al also your first venture into like the comedy world, or what kind of comedy besides like Disney Channel, like sitcoms and whatnot? Were you?
Oh, I was very attracted to sitcoms and movies. Really loved the writing aspect of it. Like I definitely knew always watching a movie, like someone's like wrote all these jokes. Someone put this all together, and I was always addicted to the cadence. I'm just such an addict for the timing of saying, like the timing of it, and just having it there, and just like having your head so into that premise that no matter what you say is going to come back to it, and
Dude,
it was addictive.
This is what I love about this, because I've been involved in music. I've been doing this podcast. I've been doing comedy for a little over a year. And I just correlated right now in my head for the first time when you said timing is everything for you when it came to movies and scripts. And I'm like, of course, you're a musician. And I'm like, wait, I've been in the music world and I still haven't even thought about, I know timing is a thing in comedy, but how important it is just as important as a song. As you're up there, you're performing a bit, man, you're performing a song. The timing and your cadence has to be on point to deliver that bit. And it's going to vary from song to song, from bit to bit.
Well, and I'm learning to me that in some ways helps me, but in some ways puts me in a box.
Ooh.
In a lot of ways, I don't like, and this is why I don't know, you're not going to catch, I'm never at too many open mics.
Yeah.
I'm not around like that, but it's because I approach my art in kind of the way that the only way I know, by doing music and stuff. So I put together a piece, I rehearse it.
Yeah.
And mentally or whatever, I put it together till I know it, and then it doesn't matter. Like, I don't need to play AIDS 30 times to work it out and figure it out. Yes, there's things that get added when you do that, but you can't practice those things.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I could feel like that I can do to practice spontaneity is by not doing comedy. There's nothing I can do. It's just about, hey, what's going to make yourself the best person in that scenario? And it really sucks that a lot of time it goes like, hey, you should drink less, like take better care of your body, like health like that. But like, I approach it like that, so it actually makes it really weird to me. Like, are you a notebook guy on stage?
No.
I can't do it, and I don't get it. But I think that's because of the preparation we come from as a musician, that there's no way that you're going out there and just being like, oh yeah, what are the chords for this song?
Yeah.
Like there's no way you're going to hit it with a good timing. Even if you can like muster your way through it.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to hit these notes and make it good unless you actually know.
Yeah, and then feel it, because at this point then you're just reciting, which is my problem, is I'm reciting some of my jokes instead of performing them. And so like, yeah, that would be the feel that it comes off very, he's just trying to hit these points instead of like really delivering it.
Have you ever seen comics that are only good at timing?
I don't even know what that looks like.
So like I don't know. I feel like I've seen it, and I wouldn't call names if I did. I wouldn't call names if I did, because some people are just working on things. Everyone's got a different skill set.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think about open mics. I think it's a great place for a lot of people to build a skill if they don't have it there. Maybe if you came from a music performing background, that's just not as much, which, like, yeah, I realize there's going to be 50 to 100 people there.
Yeah.
And, like, that doesn't bug me. But, like, the timing, there's some people that they're like, it's almost like they studied too hard at comedy, and then so they don't actually have material or basis to it. They just know how to go, almost like rule of threes. Just be like, so I was at the bar yesterday, and then I talked to the bartender, and he's like, "What do you want to drink?" I'm like, "Well, Jack and Coke," and he's like, "Well, all I got's Jim Beam."
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, it's not a joke. There's nothing funny about that, but you said it, and I feel like it almost
It feels like a Tony
bends
Robbins
the,
thing.
yeah, it bends the audience over because they're like, I'm here to laugh and I'm trying to give you a thing, but like you're screwing me back over for it. Like I'm gonna give you the win, but you're just like almost like throwing it in my face that I'm gonna laugh at what you say.
Yeah. Because the comedy audience is there. They're wanting. They're there to laugh. So they're wanting. They're like, give it to me. And if that's the closest thing you have, but your timing was on, they're like, okay, well that's comedy because that's what it sounds like to me.
I hate the Lent laugh. I hate it.
What is it? The Lent?
The Lent? Like it's Lenti. Like they just like when you're setting up a joke and you're there and they're just already laughing at you, like there's nothing funny about that.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe there is.
Yeah.
Who knows? People are subscribed meaning to it. Maybe they like the way you're doing it or stuff.
Well,
I'm just sitting here shit talking my fans.
It's all right. No,
stop laughing at my shit. I'll tell you when to laugh. I'll tell you when to laugh.
That wasn't even good. Don't you hate that? Where you just like this little throwaway line out you pull out of your ass and you're like, that's what you guys laughed at. No. That's it. Like, damn, I need to work on my shit, right? Yeah, but that's true. I didn't. The only setup because my first venture into comedy in 2019. I remember one of the guys running the Mic Drop Mania mic. He was like, dude, you're all set up, and no punchline. And I'm like, damn, that sucks. Because here I am thinking I'm doing it. I'm like, oh, bro. That's right. Yeah, I am. But he's right because I'm trying to paint this picture in my head, right? And so I'm tied up with that. And that sometimes even if I do have a punchline, my tag isn't really a tag. My tag is like explaining why they should have laughed at the punchline. Oh. Yeah, so I'm a rookie, man.
I'm still hung up on getting told that. That would suck. I would hate that. Being told like, bro, like you got all set up and no punchline. That's like a girl like telling you like, man, like you eat hella pussy, but like you cannot fuck for shit. like what?
No.
Oh, that sucks. No, but I think that's where I think that sometimes just the best way to do comedy is to not do comedy.
Yeah.
Is to just like write it down like when you have ideas and things, but like
especially if you're at an open mic, like you were saying. Like if you're at an open mic, it's not a real audience per se, because again, we mentioned how like when you go to a comedy show, like people are there wanting to laugh. So they'll give you some laughs, right? But they're very eager versus at an open mic comedy. They're only eager to get their turn up there because it's mostly comics in the audience. So it's not a real
It's
gauge.
A gym workout. So to me, like, and this is why I don't like go a lot too. Cause I'm also a very introverted person anyways. Mm-hmm. I'm not the person who would go to a hangout anyways. Yeah, even if there was no open mic and say there weren't open mics and there were just shows, I feel like a lot of these comedians would still get together, hang out, have drinks, and talk. Because that's what people do.
Yeah, it's the hang.
I'm introverted. I don't do that. So the mic, to go for just the mic and light socialization doesn't seem as appealing to me, especially when I know that like this is like a workout.
Yeah.
And I don't even know about a workout. Like it's almost like an AA meeting, like a hey, here's this. It's like a club.
Yeah.
Like like we meet here, we do this. We like doing it. We like joking for each other, and like it's a fun thing. But sometimes I see a side. I've seen some people I think get in this thing of thinking that I want to be a comedian and I actually want to make it.
Yeah.
So I need to go to every mic. I need to go to all this because by doing that, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know how many people have, like, fat asses have a gym membership?
Yeah.
And go every day? Mm-hmm. Like, you go, but you walk on the treadmill, you do 3 lifts.
You're just going through the motions.
You sit in the massage room and, you watch a movie while you putz through a bike ride. Like, having it and going there doesn't mean it. Like, if you're going there and working things out, like, and that kind of goes back to the Notebook on stage, too.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the place where and I've seen some great people use notes and stuff, like even real good people.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if you're reading it out the notebook.
Yeah. I mean, it would have to be for me to go up with a notebook, and I've done it before, but that's because I wrote something while I was sitting there waiting for my turn. I'm just like, I need to remember that I want to say this. So the times I have, but even then, like now, I'm just like, write it down in my phone, look at it right before I go up, touch on this, and then go up. Because at the end of the day, it's a live performance. Everybody there is there to see a live performance.
No dead air.
Yeah, so just go up there and perform it to the best of your abilities. And if you don't hit it exactly how you wanted it, there's always next time, man. That's it.
And I think people value authenticity more than they value anything else up there.
Yeah.
Like if you're actually going up there, like and doing it. And I think what I thought of what you were talking about, that the dead air thing. Like I remember that as a band, that it's just huge that you never don't play. If someone's tuning, the drummer needs to do a ditty. Someone needs to do something. You can't just let it go quiet, because it's a reset for everyone's brain that they're like, that they go, you know what? Is it time for another drink? Do I need to use the bathroom? Are we just done with this?
Yeah.
Like, am I tuned out? Do I want to check my phone?
Oh yeah.
So like, to me, there's no way that you can do that read a notebook on
the
stage.
audience is going to be like checked out
without stopping.
Yeah.
If you have to mentally check out, they have to mentally check out.
It is a part when somebody does check it, you're just kind of like, okay, and then you can like drift off, and then they start talking, you're like, oh wait, I'm back, right? Mm-hmm. That's funny, because that reminds me of when my band got booked to play the rock and roll marathon. So
talk about so rock and roll marathon, like it's just a marathon and the theme is rock and roll.
So yeah, it's put on by was it PF Chang's, and the whole thing is that there's bands at certain mile markers.
It's a marathon of bands.
So it's a marathon.
I thought it was just some gay shit and people ran, and then,
yes,
there was a
there's tons of that.
Oh, there is running still,
and then there's
still a
bands
marathon
playing to help the it's for it's marathon runners that really love music.
So they run in a track?
No, well they run through.
They got to be around.
No, man.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait, yeah.
I love how you
I'm gonna let you go.
I love how you're figuring this out.
I'm figuring it out, but I should just let you talk.
You start off at Tempe Beach Park, right? And you run up. You run up and you run essentially to downtown Scottsdale. You turn around, run through the Papago Mountains, through like the zoo area, and back. So that's the half marathon that I did. But every mile and a half, every 2 miles, there's a band playing or a DJ or some music. And the thing about the producers, they were just like, no dead noise. As soon as you finish a song, like someone better be fiddling, the drummer does a drum roll or something. These people paid good money to hear music while they're running, is what it was explained to us. It was which is great, because I the first year I ever went to it, I performed, and then this last year I ran it. So I got to experience like all the music, and so like I was like, for sure, I was like, you know, when the bands were up, I was like, yeah, you know, rock on, this and that. But that reminds me of when you were like, no dead noise. Like the lady was literally like, none. Your song's over. Okay, you guys need a break. Like you need to you're going into the next song. No, somebody needs to be fiddling around, because we need music at all times.
That's like, okay. So thinking back, I was like, man, I'm being such a dick. Like that's a really neat thing and a really cool idea.
Yeah.
But like just.
Well, it's hilarious.
It just sounds so like, just organizing that had to be a fucking zoo. What is zoo to just like, all right, guys, so you're going to be here.
Well, and
like,
there's 2 bands per stage.
Too?
Well, I think there's 20 stages.
And like, how do you test that out for your spacing? You're like, that's too far. You got to move the stage.
Yeah,
like,
right.
What's your?
I don't know. I would imagine. I think it's been going for at least 20 years now.
Mix that show. Like, how do you PA test that show?
Yeah, so and then there's the big main stage at the finish line where everybody kind of goes to hang out and whatnot. So it's definitely interesting. To touch on that other point you said, where it's like, if you want to keep comedy fresh and like be like loose, it's like don't do the open mics, as much or whatnot. Like don't rely on just that. It reminds me of like baseball season. Did you ever play ball?
And no.
Right.
I was just about to say like technically, but I'm like, not enough. Yeah. No.
So, I played in high school.
I can't catch a ball.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I always felt better like the first month. And then afterwards, I felt like I declined all the time. Mm-hmm. But when it was fresh and it was new and I'm like working on everything, I was like, yeah, like this is good. Like I performed better. And as the season went on, I felt like I was less and less reliable. Like the wear and tear, like I'm kind of over this. All that started to mount up on it. But, as soon as the next season came around, the first month, I was like, dude, I'm on fire. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that goes a lot with it. It can burn out.
Yeah.
It can burn out. And every time I think of doing mics, I keep holding this mic hella far.
It's all good, man.
Every time I think of doing mics, I think of back to wrestling in high school and this thing that my coach told me, Coach Workman, shout out.
Hey. Coach Workman, was that Queen Creek?
Yeah.
I know him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
we're connected in this day. Are you from here?
From outside of Yuma, Arizona.
Okay, yeah. So we're
It's from football camps.
Oh, yep. So legendary workman. He always had this thing. It was it's practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. You know, and then he loved peas. A good thing. I wish he was Donald Duck because it would have sounded so fun for him to go. His other one, perfect practice prevents piss poor performance.
Oh shit! Okay, so say like Donald Duck.
Yeah,
say it.
I don't know. I can't do it like a pivot pattern event. I don't know. There's a lisp to it though.
Yeah,
you can picture an Asian doing it too, which would be pretty funny.
Yes.
I won't do that one though. I want you to be able to keep the less clipping, right?
Yeah, go for it.
No, but
he loved his peas.
He loved his peas, but it was a really good idea. And if there's anything that I've done for most of my life, it's really thought of that like if you do something all the time, that's the way you're going to do it every time. And I see a lot like the weirdest thing physically that I have that I developed through my athletic life, especially biking. I've never used my left side a lot, and I've just really favored my right.
What do you mean?
Like I just literally favor my right side so much. After the pod, I'll show you like me do try to do like individual leg kind of straight things.
Yeah.
Like I can't just put my weight down and do like a one leg lift on my left side.
No shit.
Yeah, and I don't. It goes all the way through my face and through everything. So I don't know if there's a. I have a doctor friend who's like there could be some like actually neurological thing, but either way, I just like. I've always thought of it that way. I'm like, nope, I try to not favor that side. And you can create a scenario where you find a way to do something, but you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, like, I'm just really trying to make sure that I'm doing things in the way that it's right.
Yeah.
When I got started into comedy, really it was my girl who really got me pushing. I was doing just woodshed.
Because you're right down the street.
Well, and before now, I lived on the ones on the apartments on the corner of Mill. So literally stumbling distance, which is a dangerous place to be as a new comic who thinks he got some stuff to say. I go in like it was rough getting started because I go to these open mics and I'm getting it in my head that this is what it is and this is how it goes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
this is how jokes need to be. I don't like maybe now because I'm confident with it, but I don't know that AIDS would have ever been a thing played at Woodshed. You know what I mean? I don't know that that's the vibe they're going for.
Yeah.
They want interaction. They kind of want to see a little bit of Bomb, Kill Tony-ish at open mics and stuff. You know, they don't want to see someone come through like, oh, he's just playing through. Like, it's like if you've ever been playing golf. Yeah. And then a really pro team, can we play through? You're like, all right, get out of here, asshole. Go, yeah. Like, we're having fun. Yeah, exactly. We're doing something. Cool, professional. Like,
why aren't you playing a TPC
Would you want Dave Attell to come through fucking Woodshed and just be like, I'm here to drop a set?
I would love that.
Okay, it'd be cool. But not like...
Yeah.
Come to JP's Comedy Club for a competition. Like, I won. Like, fuck you, dude. Like
just cleaning
what an
out.
asshole. What an asshole.
That'd be a big move, man. If you make it, dude, can you do that though? Like, go to each city you're in, just hit up any of the open mic competitions and be like, hey, I'm in town performing this weekend. Let me jump on this.
Just be hated, bro. What a shiesty fucking move. I mean, I'm going to do it, but like, that's shiesty.
Well, I'm not happy about
shout out one. I'm going to call it the Montoya method.
Yes, the Montoya method. I like it.
That's fucking funny. But I don't know, but I had a lot of confidence problems going into it, being like, autistic as well. Like, it's just hard, and there's nothing about the way that I'm built that says, hey, I think going and being on stage and performing for people is a good thing for you to do. So it just defies every part of my being to do anything. Not the writing comes, that's the most, I love it. Yeah. I do it even if I never could be a comedian. I would still be writing fucking
because you have that innate nature to just create and get something out.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I had a lot of confidence issues going in and seeing like, damn, this sucks. I go in. I didn't even want to do it the first night because I'm like, no, this looks. And then Joshua Harrison. Yeah. Sure, you met him. Yep. He's hosting it. And he just like looks at me like, hey, you. Like, yeah. He's like, you a comic? And like, I was just kind of drunk and felt a little confident. Like, yeah. And he's like, did you go? I was like, no. And he's like, you want to?
Oh shit!
So I went up, ate shit for 5 minutes because I tried to do a story, which I don't think is a good place to start for a new comic. Like, you know what I mean? It took me 3 minutes to get to the punchline, and then I was done. And really, there was a couple guys that were really supportive of me and like really into it and giving me that. Like,
that is what's great about the scene.
It is, and there's a lot of love here. So
you
like,
want cheap laughs?
Yeah.
Just tell people it's your first time on stage.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And that's why, like, I'm not trying to talk shit about open mics. They're not super for me, but like, it's such a great place, and you can get a lot of love there, and that's where I've met a lot of great people.
Oh yeah.
But it's I go there and the mic sucks. Which I like in our
Oh right.
It's not doing nothing.
Well, and people are at there's a difference. It's like you're performing at a place that people are drinking, but their primary reason there is because they want to drink. Performing at an actual comedy show, their main focus is the comedy and they're drinking.
Night and day difference.
It's a difference. It really is.
And I think some people need the open mic feel of the no judgment, being that like these people didn't even walk in.
That's true.
Saying no comedy, so even if I suck. But I don't like that to me because that's bad practice. I need to know that when I go here, these people are actually, if I don't laugh, they're going to be kind of disappointed. And it's going to make it harder for me to deliver my next line. Like at a bar that bombed, all right, move on. Let's go. Whatever, because they're just, it's got a hit or it doesn't. But like at a comedy club, you got to swing and you got to vibe to it and you can feel it. My first real thing, and this was the most epic, probably the only thing that kept me doing comedy, I just went to go see Morgan J.
Morgan J.
He does a lot of improvisational guitar stuff with the crowd, sings. He's just very very sexualized. Awesome guy. Always followed him. Loved it because, he's a musical comedian. I'm like, sure. Oh, cool. And I had a problem for a while too, being like, the game's tapped. If someone's done it, I want to be totally new. And that's unrealistic. It sounds cool from the greats when they're like, that's what I wanted to do. Cool, but not everyone builds an empire.
Exactly.
Like people do musical comedy. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this. I go to see Morgan J. And I am I'm not being annoying, but I'm like looking around at stuff because I'm trying to like, oh, he's got a camera guy. He's got 4 angles. How's this set up? I've never been to the new mic drop yet. This is when it wasn't Improv Mania anymore. It's mic drop now. So, and he's there. I'm looking at the place, looking at the venue, the tickets, the crowd, everything. And then he walks up to me and goes like, hey man, what's up? And I'm like, oh, big fan, like awesome. And it's early show. And like, that's when first time also that I realized that someone that I thought was big was like, oh, you're still just walking around at a club. Hoping you get your best shots, hoping people show up. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes, oh, you're a comedian? He's like, well, do you want to do 5 on the show? And I'm like, what? And bro, I was like 70 milligrams of edibles in.
Oh shit, dude.
But it's where I filmed my clip. If you've seen my clip of my dick sucking joke,
I don't think I have, man. But, I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's probably one of my only clips. But if you see that one, that's where I filmed that joke. But I am so gone.
Oh really?
I was so gone. But I'm like, I have to do this.
You got to seize the moment.
I got to. I carped that diem. Went to the green room. Like looked at the fridge and like, how much are those waters? Like, you take them. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Like, so I'm just like jizzing my pants back here. I'm like, cool, talking to the comics stuff. Like, good turnout, full fucking room. Like, there's like 150, like I don't know, whatever mic drop fits. And there's one table or 3 tables that there's no one at because that's what the cameras are at. And then I go up and I'm kind of eating shit. But like, my jokes are good. The material's good, and I'm just getting laughs, and it's nothing like I'd ever heard before. And I had done a showcase. Like I had done stuff. Like, and it's still night and day difference. And I'm like, perfect practice. This is
well. And did you have your guitar up there?
Didn't.
Oh, because
I didn't go to perform.
I was gonna say I went to primed for it because of the audience. Because that's my whole thing with.
Also, I wouldn't have either because I feel like that's double dipping,
stepping on his dick.
Yeah. But also, I didn't go there to perform. And I hadn't written AIDS yet. I didn't. In my first showcase, I did. I think I did 4 showcases at the club we did them at. But I did 3. Or I did 1, just me. Came like 5th. Did 2 with the guitar. Moved up a little, and then I didn't do them for like 8 months.
Oh shit!
And then I got invited.
Yeah.
And then took it.
Took that
Took
one.
it.
Yeah. You fucking took that shit. Yeah. No, that's fucking what a good experience. And that was at the new club too, the mic drop that you said you recorded that one. That
that I recorded that clip, and then
Yeah.
the AIDS recording that I have on Spotify is from JP's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. It's hilarious, man. Like, again, when I saw your set, performing with the guitar and all that, I'm like, this is good. This stuff is good because, anything can get gimmicky. Anything can be like, hey, they're just relying on this. But like, no, you can sense it when it all comes together. Your love for writing music, your love for writing songs and jokes, and have it structured, and then performing. And again, like you say, you have a touch of the tism. Like what, I'm convinced, obviously, that it's such a wide spectrum, and everybody's on it to some degree. I would have never, said, oh yeah, John has autism. Like what is the main things that you would say, like, you're afflicted with, or like that you deal with, and you're like, yeah, this is my autism?
Oh man, it's a lot of not dealing with people, like, and not like in the, like, not dealing, like, can't, like, I don't do well with the public, the crowd. Me and my girl, we both stay very back. We keep things very calm. Like, overstimulation's a real thing. Like I do drink. Like, I drink a lot to be going up on stage.
Gotcha.
Not like getting drunk, but like I definitely need to
get the edge.
I need something calm down, because I'll be up there. Like, I don't know. You'll see. Even now, you'll see. Like this, I'm fucking thumper over here, bro. My leg will get going.
Yeah.
Like that comes with the peeing too, bro. Already, like, in life, like, my body, I pee all the fucking time. I'm a hydrated person, and then you get any little anxiety in, and it's every 10 to 15 minutes.
It's great. You're in great shape. I mean, you mentioned that you cycle and you ride bikes. And one of the things I do,
that's a big one that I have to do. I couldn't function.
You're like a Labrador. I got to take you on a couple walks.
Exactly, bro. If I don't get that 4-mile run in the morning, I'm gonna rub my ass on the carpet.
Yeah, exactly, man. You got to go sniff a couple butts, piss on a couple fire hydrants. Yeah. Oh, that's just John. He's getting his tism out. Oh, but
humping the neighbor dog.
Whenever I get nervous, I yawn and pee a lot too. Like when I'm about to perform anything, when it could be any of the games, sports I played, any band performances, any stand up, I gotta pee.
I think that's common too. I think that's some of where the shady line comes from. Vomit on his sweater already. Like, it's
trying to get
where do you find a performer in the fucking bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, that's so
like,
good,
let's
right?
be real. The green room's a bathroom.
Shout out to Matt Delgado, who's in the shitter 9 times out of 10 that he gets called up for his spot at an open mic.
That's another thing I think I've learned that reminds me of something else I've really learned in the comedy game, especially through that Morgan J experience.
Yeah.
If you are in a comedy club, that is your art. You need to be ready to perform.
Yeah.
I can't even go see a show anymore without being stage ready.
Yeah.
Because so I had that, and then I had two other occasions where I wasn't on the 7 o'clock. I was on the 9 o'clock show, not the 7, and I'm sitting there watching the 7, and I get called up.
Oh shit.
Because it was a misread.
Oh,
but
wow.
I just got to go up and do it. And I went up there, and I was like, I feel like Joe Biden right now. I don't know what I am. My girl's rushing to grab my guitar.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this isn't just a me come up here do this thing, bro. Like, that's probably a bad thing about being a musical comedian, is getting into the songs, is that you kind of get stranded sometimes into not being able to think on the moment as much.
Oh, gotcha.
Because, like, once I start the song, my brain can kind of go off.
Yes. Yeah.
Because now I'm just enjoying it and singing along with everyone else, and it's like we're all doing a karaoke together. But you come back to it, you're like, where do you settle down from this? That's something I've still not thought of for, like, my special to try to put together, is like, how do you even get into songs and then come out of them without fully shifting gears and, like, mellowing down? You're like, you don't.
No, there's a start, a climax, and the end, right? I'm thinking, is there, and have you ever done like a freestyle song, comedy song?
It's so hard.
It's hard, right?
It's hard because you not only do you rely on your ability to freestyle in the moment, but you're also relying on the participation.
Yeah.
Because that has to happen in time too. I can't sit here and be like, and one your favorite color is, and you're like, that's actually that's Morgan J that does all that stuff. That's very him, is improvised with the crowd. Yeah. Definitely check him out. Shout out Morgan J. Thanks for the shout for the putting me on. Come back to AZ. Let me go on.
Yeah, get him.
Maybe not. No two guitars on stage. That's
dueling guitars.
No,
you go black. What color is his guitar?
Huh?
What color is his guitar?
He's got the authentic like Italian nylon.
So you go up dressed in black, just
Johnny Cash, that motherfucker.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, exactly.
He'd kill me. That guy's got the voice. It's fucking awesome. The thing too with doing this, being a musical comedian, I feel like, and I've never heard anything of this, but this is just what I'm thinking. It's hard to kind of get put on shows sometimes, because I want to say this as much without it sounding like a flex, because I'm gonna tell you right flex, now. I'm gonna double down on this right now. Follow a musical act.
Yes, I'm doubling down on that right now.
You can be better than it. There's people that like, I heard it was Joe Rogan talking about it with Kevin James.
He says it too.
He's like, you're like, fuck that, man. You don't, because it's just It's almost, and it feels rude even on my part sometimes, where it's like, I play AIDS, everyone sings along, have a great night.
And then
now you come on and
this guy comes out, he's like, hey guys, I was ordering sushi the other night. It's like, no,
and I know the greats are like, I'm sure Dave Chappelle would give I'll follow that motherfucker.
Yes, you'd have to be like 3 to 5 levels above the previous guy as far as like fame and notoriety in the comedy world to really, for the audience to be like, fuck yeah. But if it's just if it's you and then any other headliner here in the Valley, it's tough to follow that. And I'll double down on that. For one, Joe Rogan says it, who's, people might not be the biggest fans of his comedy, but what he says, holds a lot of weight. And then I experienced that in the hip hop world because I played in a live hip hop band. Nobody, no rapper wanted to follow a live band.
No.
They could have been bigger than us, but as soon as you're like, either that room was packed because they were here to see that headliner, and like we opened up for J. Cole and Warren G, and I'm trying to remember if they had a band. I don't think they did, but you'd have to be at that level for people to be like, fuck yeah, because it's what it is. But like, the first show we did, we had never performed as a group, and we were supposed to go on like second to last. As soon as all the other rappers that were literally just walking up with a CD or a USB and saying, hey, play my stuff. They're like, wait, you guys are playing a band? Yeah, no, we're not going on after you guys. And it's just that, because you're bringing what's being performed on stage and then adding another layer to it. So like with the music comedy, it's like, well, you're doing comedy still. So you just did what this guy did, but now you're forming it around a freaking instrument. So it's just different.
And it is different. I did notice it hit people different, because like I saw myself as going on, because I got away from music for like a little while and just wasn't doing music or comedy. Like I was just,
was it the Girl Scout cookies?
Huh? You got huh? Oh, caught, busted. No, but it was just, there was nothing going on, and when I got into comedy, I didn't even think of bringing music into it. Because I was like, no, I don't want to be the guy that's trying to do a guitar thing on stage. But if you're doing the music well, it really adds to it. Like, I don't think anyone wants to see a rapper go on stage with just one of his buddies playing a bongo. But when you got the fucking band there and they're bringing the energy, they can feel that depth, dude. They love it. I think it is. People don't like following it. Like, and it almost gives me an asterisk in my head of whether anyone else thinks it or not, but of any of my showcase wins and stuff, because it almost makes it have to be set up that way. I've never been on a show where a showcase list where I don't go last. Yeah, when they know I'm doing music. Yeah, I did one show they had me go first, and that was a nightmare for their. It didn't go well.
Yeah, because everybody else had to like.
It just it got.
Yeah. Was it well? It was well received?
I didn't like it either. Well, my last bit was, but it was hard to get into because there was no warm up.
There was no warm up,
and that's another thing. You don't want to come heavy and cold, so it's hard to get into self-standing, and that goes to just show how important it is to put together a good show, know who's performing on your show,
the lineups,
and what they're like. And you can really tell when it's like you don't know these people when you put them on the lineup, because you're just signing up names. Same like reading off a script. If you got to look at your name for when you go up there, like, bro, know who you're introducing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another funny little tidbit. Sorry to bring back to that Morgan J story. It was a no host show.
Okay.
So Morgan J goes on first, does a couple songs. He brings me on.
Yeah.
I do 5, but they tell me before I go on, you're going to be introducing the next guy when your set's done.
Oh shit.
His name's Brian Koo. I'll tell you, I'll never forget the name Brian Koo as long as I fucking live. Yeah, because if you, I'll send you the set, but you'll hear at the end where I'm like, I'm done. Like you can, you can obviously tell that I'm done, and then I just have to keep going because I'm supposed to. Our next comic is. He's from California, and I go in and tell you like a little bit dumb joke about jerky in California or whatever, and it's just stupid. But I'm talking out my ass
because you're trying.
My wheels are turning in my head, and I'm like, "What the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name?" And I'm like, keep talking, keep this dumb joke in your head going.
This big intro.
Anyways, Brian Koo.
Oh, you pulled it out?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
I would have never.
I fucking got it, but
I would have never. I would have just been. I'd be there right now. It'd be my purgatory. My purgatory, dude. That's exactly what it would be. Oh man, yeah. It's I love it. I love all forms of entertainment. There's a respect for it. I mean, if you can captivate an audience. I don't give a fuck if other people look down on it in any sense, like prop comics or, someone that just dance or physical comedy. Listen, man, like you're up there captivating an audience. And to me, with comedy, you just have to find your audience. I think anybody can have some sort of career. It's just finding the people that vibe with your weirdness. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But people have asked me, like to bring a guitar on stage and do all that. And I'm like, for one, like I'm not a singer. I can't sing and play. And also part of me doesn't want to get to do that because I want my music and my comedy. I have many interests, but I don't want them to be joined. They can bleed into each other, but I don't combine them. So if people have asked me like, hey, obviously you're a musician, like if you thought about it, I was like, that's not the route I want to go. And for one, I was like, I don't think I can do it, just especially like seeing like the really good guys in you perform that. I was like, I could never do that in the sense of like, it doesn't interest me enough to express myself in that way. Mm-hmm. I just want my ideas to kind of sit on their own. And like I said, man, I don't think I could fucking do it. A part of me is almost like the escape room. Like I didn't want to do an escape room for the longest time because I couldn't live with the fear of defeat. If I didn't escape, like I'm dead. In my mind, I'm like, if this is a real scenario, I'm dead.
You just paint it too real.
Yeah, exactly. So that's so needless to say, I have done an escape room and we did fail. All right. So I'm past it.
So you just sat in a room for 30 minutes?
Yeah, I immediately booked like 2 weeks straight of sessions with my therapist. No, actually. No, I mean my cop out is like my sports thing, right? I've always been a big team sports guy. Like, I didn't really do much like individual type of shit. Like, I've never been that guy, which is why comedy is like so different because you are the individual. It's reliant on you. I've been in bands. I've played tons of team sports, and I don't know, man. Maybe a part of me is always like, well, there's always the cop out of saying, well, it was a team and I did my part and, we failed as a team versus like when you're by yourself and you're sticking your neck out there, it's on you.
Yeah. This is all you, bro. You're just, you, if you suck, you suck. It's your name.
You suck again.
Who wasn't good tonight? It's not a band name. It's not like, let's play Hero wasn't good tonight. It's just, no, I remember Juan Montoya. Yeah, I don't like him. And he talked about personal stuff of his life.
Yeah.
And it was his stuff that he wrote, and that I didn't like.
And it blew.
Yeah. He imparted his soul, and that was I was not there for it.
He just trauma dumped on us. Like, yeah. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, comedy is brutal.
It really is, man. And you get a lot of respect from people. To me, the scariest thing is actually singing in front of people. Like, because I don't feel like I have a singing voice. I'm sure if I took a few lessons and got trained to what my range is, I'd be all right. But like, I don't, that's the scariest thing to me because I think subjectively, I guess maybe singing is more of an objective thing where it's like, that's a good singer versus comedy is very subjective. Like I said, as long as you find your audience, you find you're weird, you'll fit in. That's it. You know, you might not be selling out arenas, but I'm sure you can make a comfortable, fun living, have a little existence doing that.
Well, in the world of media is just blowing up, dude. There's no saying what the avenue is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, there's dudes who just have a fucking automatic lawnmower with a camera on it. And they're famous on TikTok. Like,
Stop it. Is that a thing?
yeah, bro. They're getting donations. People are paying for this little fucking robot to mow a guy's lawn. It's not even other people's lawns. I get the one that I do think is cool of the way that displaying yourself can make a difference.
Yeah.
Is like I don't know if you've seen him on social media or anything. He does he goes to people's whose houses are overrun with their lawns and he cleans them up.
Yep.
But he's like, I'm doing it for free. But because I'm filming this, people donate to my channel and I make more than enough money.
Exactly.
And it's like,
and the ads and the
you're
views,
mowing lawns, but you've never made a dime off mowing a lawn. It's all of the median stuff.
Everything in between. Oh, you're getting eyeballs. At the end of the day, it's all eyeballs, right? So that's why it's like, for a performer, hey man, hats off to you. You got eyeballs on you, like, dude, you're doing it. But that's what it is. You get eyeballs, and then people are like, well, I want to advertise on those eyeballs. So here you go. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that guy. I was actually gonna remark on me and my lady were watching a video last night as we were winding down. And it's literally a guy put a GoPro on his cat that he let outside.
Yep.
So now you're watching this cat play around and fight other cats and, you know, hunt things. And
genius. Do you see the guys who just wear a GoPro while they're working?
No.
The guy's he's running his fucking hot dog stand.
And he's just
taking orders, giving shit away for free.
Voyeurism is huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
You know what I think got it started on voyeurism?
Porn?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't even directly porn. It was Kim K.
Kim K with
Ray J.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's right.
Because I think we saw that video, and that was maybe one of the first times we realized, like, this is cool, but I don't think this wasn't meant for me to watch. Whoever made this video did not intend this for me to watch this.
Well, maybe they did. Do you think? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Well, I mean,
I've watched clips.
That's the thing, because that's the rumor, right? That it's a leak.
Yeah, like
Speaking of a leak, I gotta take one.
We'll take a break because I'm about to say, you know, Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears spreading their, clam for as they're getting out of the car, and the paparazzi happens to be right there, right at
Take a piss and think of that image.
Yeah.
And I'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Yes.
Well, for one, I'm trying to be healthier, right? You know.
Yeah, bro. You have the healthiest life. Like, you inspire me to like get up and work out somewhere.
Dude.
I'll watch that. I'll be like, this guy's on like 155 days and shit. Like, I was following that. I watch the way your fucking body moves. That sounds gay as hell. I'll be watching the way your body moves in the morning, bro.
Dude, nothing gives you more confidence. Nothing gives you more. I need to work on handstands. I told myself like 2 years ago I wanted to do lateral splits because I can do front ones. But nothing brings me more confidence than being able to control my body to like do like certain handstands and get in those moves. Because if you can manipulate your own body and do things that, you know, you couldn't before or the average person can't, that provides the confidence. That's like getting up on stage and delivering a performance that other people can't because you've worked at it, you know?
Yeah. I feel that with the like I definitely need to work out. I don't do it precise yoga or anything, but like I'm stretching and doing some push-ups and stuff. You got to, and I think a lot of it, like especially with the tism, I blame my body a lot for how I'm feeling. So I'm like, oh, it's my hip that hurts. It's this. Yeah. But if I've really worked out my body and I'm trying to take the best care of it, I know that I'm like, hey, this is you, which means this is just you can resolve this. Yeah. And I know there's nothing else, but I'll always keep thinking like, you didn't run this morning, so you're gonna be anxious. Like you didn't work out. It's this that's tight. I'm like, nope, get your body loose, and it just feels so much better. The day's easier. Like if I don't stretch and do something to get the blood pumping in the morning, I feel like I'm carrying myself on my back all day. Yeah,
for sure. Yes, you feel you got to get it opened up, loose. You have to. I do too, and I mean I stand all day at Guitar Center. I walk and stand all day, so like I know that like I'm tight because of that, you know? So, like, I'm always hinging.
You stretch at work all the time?
Dude, all the time.
My manager, I'm always over there like, what you doing? I'm like, bro, I got to get in there.
No, you have to. My manager would call me the human lawn chair, dude, because I'd be, like, leaning back and doing, back bends and twists and whatnot. And, you know, everybody knows I'm a weirdo like that. Even when I met my girl, the first time I met her, within, like, 5 minutes, I was, like, touching my toes, like stretching. You know, and she's like, "What? Like this guy just..." And you know, after a few days,
normalize it, but we need to normalize this.
You need
Limber
to
up,
move.
bro.
Oh, dude, I'll be back there, like, especially like in the green room. And I'm like, I got to get up. I got to move. I'll go outside. I was like, I have to get loose, because if I feel if my body's loose, then my mind is loose.
Bro, green room. I think comedy would be a better thing. And when I open, like, me and my girl are trying to get it together to open up a little restaurant that we're doing with a little kind of club in it.
Yeah,
but the green room, you got to have a treadmill and a pull-up bar.
I like that.
You walk, run, jog, get it. Like here, you need some
Yeah.
stimulation, man.
You
Ping
do.
pong table.
Yeah,
It should look like a
something.
fucking sales room, like a corporate sales room in there, bro. Like, let's get the massage table. Like, you know, this needs to be relaxed.
Now go rip some people off.
Yeah, bro. Now go get.
I love it, man. That's exactly it's what it should be. And people we're too busy thinking of what looks cool and this and that. It's like, nah, man, feel cool, feel good. And it doesn't, I don't know, man. Even though people like look at me and they're like, "Who's this weirdo doing it?" They're like, "Man, I wish I could get down and like be loose." Because you know how many people like will come up to me and be like, you know, like you just said, like you post and it inspires me, and I do that because let's not be fucking cut around the corner, man. I like when I get views and engagement, and I like to.
Well, that's why you're posted, right?
Exactly. But also, I got inspired because I came across someone else's post like this, and so you're probably not going to come around theirs. But if you come across mine, at least there's a little bit of inspiration there, man. And so that's the big one for me is and that's why it's in my bio, is to aggrandize, and aggrandizer, which basically means to like pump people up and like promote the scene and like get something shared. It costs you nothing to hit like, to say you're interested in going to an event. Don't even say you're going, just say interested, because now people see like, oh, they're interested in this. What's this?
I got 75 people interested in coming. Maybe you should, right?
Well, they'll see that you're interested. Maybe they're free. Maybe they can afford the event. I say I'm interested to a lot of things, but I can't go because I'm broke right now. All right.
No,
but you know, that might open it up to somebody else to see it and get that engagement, and to take something in, man. Because at the end of the day, we're human. We work for things. We work for our money. We work for, you know, having a comfortable life. But what do we spend our money on? The arts, music, dancing, movies, TV, paintings. It's the art that's how we express ourselves, man.
You know, something I think you do really good at is you have a really good understanding of seeing like the good that your stuff can do, and like by seeing how I'm trying to get my point together in my head, by what you said of seeing you saw an inspirational post, and that led you to the, oh man, I can inspire people with the things that I do. I have a big problem with that, and I don't know if it's just the way I'm wired, way I was raised, whatever. Like, I feel like getting people to hear my stuff is about me asking them a favor to listen to my stuff. It always feels like I'm asking a favor of the crowd. I love that they enjoy it, despite the fact that they're doing me a favor by listening to it. I like being like, they're like, okay, I'm going to take a chance on this. I guess I value people's times a lot. I value it. And I'm like, you guys, I can't fathom why you would want to listen to this fucking shit I got. But you do want to, and I don't want to disappoint you, and I'm happy when you're not let down. But that's kind of sometimes the pinnacle of what I feel. But to where, like, I never think of it in your way where I'm like, man, I've never like been, to me, I would feel pompous. Not saying that I think you're pompous at all, but like, I'm just wired to almost feel like, I'm like, why do I feel like that's pompous of me to be like, yo, people should hear this, because you might have a better day because of hearing this. And I don't think that because I think my stuff is that awesome. I just know how I feel by the things that I like. Weird Al did that I loved Weird Al. Like, you just listen to this weird stuff. It doesn't matter. This is goofy. It doesn't matter who's in the car. This is gonna be a goofy little time. Whatever. Like,
I was listening to Creed last night. All right, I don't care. I told my girlfriend,
bro.
She's like, "What do you want to listen to?" I said, "Throw on some Creed." She goes, "Really?" I was like, "Let's go, dude." You're her.
How sexy from the edge.
Sick fucking guitarist, dude. Mark Tremonti's a sick guitarist. I think you just led me onto a great mind worm. I don't know what to call this. How many?
Are you talking like RFK?
Brothers, right? No, not those worms. How many siblings do you have?
I got 2 sisters.
2 sisters. Okay. Here is my breakdown. This is on the spot therapist Juan.
Yo,
right now.
you got something for me, bro? Because I ain't
For
trying to
all
pay
of
for
us.
therapy. Oh, okay. Because I ain't trying to pay for therapy. So if you got something,
Well, this is going to open our eyes to us that have that frame of mind, because yeah, it is like, why am I sharing this? Why? What are people going to think? Like I'm posting this video about me doing something. Like, just do it. And why are you trying to get it? But here's the thing, and why we feel like when we're putting something together and we're promoting it, why it feels like, oh man, like I'm kind of like bothering people, is because it all starts with our parents. Haven't you realized that? It all starts with our parents, where they're busy. They have other children to attend to. There's bills, there's problems. And yet here you are trying to perform something. Dad, mom, look at this. And they're just like, yeah, hold on. Oh, okay. And then by the time you captivate their attention, man, it better be fucking worth it. Or they're going to be like, what was that? Or, what? I'm busy over here, right? So I think as a kid, we're growing up where they give us all this attention, and little by little it goes away, right? Because we're becoming more self-sufficient. And to get their attention is a lot like getting an audience or the public's attention, where it's like, hey guys, pay attention to this. And so we feel like, and I'm saying me, I feel like, man, it better be fucking good to get people to be like, hey, look over here, and be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for not wasting my time. But if we can get us outside of that, and everything is so good, we get it, man. With social media, everybody's putting their the best foot forward, and it's gotten to the point where people are really good. And the reason I post my shitty comedy, the times I bomb, or I post shit that misses the mark all the time, is to let people know, hey man, it's still, you can still have fun in doing it. You can play the guitar without putting out an album, without performing shows. You can play it because it brings you joy. And you know what? I'm going to share this. And here's some moments where I had pure joy, no expectations, nothing other than me interacting with this inanimate object. And hopefully it pushes you to find that in yourself. Play the kalimba, play fucking Scrabble, do something, man. Be creative. That's, at the end of the day, just be creative. That's it.
bro, that's a hell of a fucking analysis right there.
I think that's what it comes, like you were saying that, and I'm just like, why would I feel that? Oh, because as kids, yeah, our parents like trying to get their attention.
I know me, like my parents have been nothing but supportive of my comedy. They've been to every show. My dad texts me every day being like, dude, you're going to be the most famous guy
That's
ever.
all. Hey, shout out to Mr. White.
No, bro, I'm fucking with you. You nailed it. You know, you hit that fucking nail on the head.
Oh, shit.
Maybe for some, I just wanted to fucking derail you for a minute. I mean, no, man, I just wanted to make you scramble. Maybe like, fuck.
That is hilarious, man. Oh no shit, man.
No. Spot on, actually. Like for real. No, I'm same page. Yeah.
My parents. I didn't think of anything.
How many siblings? Do you have?
An older sister and a younger brother. My dad.
So you're middle.
Yeah.
I'm oldest.
You're oldest. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I don't. People say like, oh, the middle child. I don't think I have middle child syndrome. I've definitely come across tons of people that have the middle child syndrome, where they're always like trying to get more of the attention because there's the older kid and then there's the baby, right?
And you don't beat the baby. The baby's the only one they love.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. The first one, they made all their mistakes on.
Yep.
They're a lost fucking cause.
The next one is like, oh, we're gonna do well, and then they started fucking the middle child up, and they're like, there's our last chance.
They don't care. They don't. I don't think they care by the last child.
You think they're at that point they're checked out?
No, I think the last child is like them really analyzing. Wait, you're telling me that when my kid's 17, I'm gonna be how old? Yeah. And they go, shit. Like that's me. Why I'm not having another one?
Yeah, you're one and done, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Did you get the snip?
Not yet. Not yet, bro. It's in this year.
I need
next
to go
year.
too,
So
man.
it's got to happen, bro. Because it's just, you think of it. I'm like, oh, I'm lined up good. He's like they're riding 8-9 for both of us, and like, bro,
jumping back in,
50 years old,
dude. Jumping back in.
Yeah. Don't jump back. Don't restart that timer, bro. 50. We're talking being like 45, 50, and you ain't got nothing. You, like just partying. You're still young enough to just enjoy it all? Like, nah, yeah.
No, you got to enjoy it.
And enjoy your kid. And enjoy the kid that you had. Because, like, then you're like, oh, no, we're not, like, can't go to Cabo with my son for the weekend because I got this other kid. You know, the little brother that you're mad that took all your toy money growing up?
Yeah. Now he's taking your drinking money, taking
Yeah.
your Cabo money.
Yeah, now you ain't got no Cabo money. I can't go to Cabo with you because I got to take care of little junior son of a bitch over
El
here.
dinero ya se acabó.
Mijas
There you go.
no todos mani niños. Es cana go.
Is this a Spanish, Japanese Mexican?
I don't know. I'm half Mexican, but it's the
Yeah?
Yeah, my whole mom's
You're
side.
Juan White, dude.
Juan Blanco.
John Blanco?
Juan Blanco.
Juan Blanco.
Juan mi son soy Juan Blanco. No, but I have a boss who he looks Mexican as well. He looks like you a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, he looks a lot like you.
Yeah.
But he's Italian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I get how that kind of works
Yeah,
look wise,
yeah.
but I always thought he was Mexican. So I always joked with him. I told him like, "Oh, yeah, Misa Ryan." I do like floor cleaning. Like the floor, we have no more cleaner for the floor. I see the it's got like a Korean in it, huh? This is a weird racist I have going on here.
Oh, yeah. I know. It definitely has some island, either Asian peninsula. Do you know some? Or you?
No. I knew a couple of girls from who speak Tagalog at
shit.
the hospital I worked at.
It's Philippines, right?
I think so. Yeah. Some of the Philippines.
Yeah.
They got dialects over there and shit, but they're always funny, and I give them shit because they're loud too. Like, and I come up to them like, I was like, hey, can you just? Are you yelling or are you guys laugh? Because they'll like, ha ha ha, and then laugh. I'm like, oh, I thought these bitches were about to kill each other, but
Right.
they're just having a good time. They tell me her name's Lily too, in that kitchen. But she I would always.
It's
make the noise. I would always
Lily
do the
Pad
voice.
Thai.
Pad Thai, Lily Pad Thai, Riri. It's a Riri.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Lily. Tell me about Lily. I interrupted you.
Oh, Lily. No, that was her name was Lily as well. Yeah, the lady that worked there. She always had me do the accent.
Oh, God. Oh, she would?
It's funny though that once people know you do comedy, they're not looking for you to be offensive in anything you do. They're just like yeah, yeah.
No, I definitely walk that line a little bit too fine at work. For one, like, we work in a music store. Nobody's fucking drug tested. You know, it's fucking musicians, dude. So I've worked there for fucking 16 years, and now I'm doing comedy. So I'm just around people that like filters are just like non-existent, man. And so like I say shit all the time. My girlfriend's like, dude, you might not want to, say that, where we're going next, this and that. And I'm just like, you say it tongue in cheek. People know what I do.
Yeah, I work on a chef line.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, my best friend there, he's black, and I don't think I said not one non-racist thing to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just how we joke with each other. It's just fun. It's the nature of it. But then I go to my hospital job and I got to remember that, like, man, maybe like, there's a dress code here and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll yell at me about the placement of my name tag.
Oh shit, yeah, no, don't do that. No, there's and that speaks to like the Mexican culture and whatnot.
Mexicans don't care.
They don't care, man. We
If you're fat, you're fat.
Dude, it's literally one of my really good friends. His name is Gordo, which is basically fat ass. You know?
Everyone's got a gordo. Everyone knows a gordo.
Exactly, man. Like our
and
nicknames,
even if he doesn't, even if he's not fat, he eats like he is. He fucking It's like, oh, gordo over here.
Yeah, exactly. Or you were, and it just sticks, man. Like nicknames, man. Like nobody called me Juan growing up.
What'd they call you?
Cheeto, Chito.
Because
well, so my brother was born and they named him Francisco. He's younger than me, right? So they started calling him Panchito.
Okay.
And my dad would also call me Panchito for whatever reason. He was just like using it interchangeably. And my mom's like, dude, you can't. And this is coming from a lady that tried to name him Juan as well. So I'm Juan. She's like, you just go by your middle name. My nana talked her out of it. But so she was like, you can't call him Panchito. And they're like, well, we'll just call him Chito. So everybody from back home that I grew up with through high school called me Chito or Cheeto. And then the teachers would call me Juan, but most teachers would also just call me Cheeto. Like, we're from a small school.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like
different. Yeah. And then I came up here, and so Juan always just, for me, I was just like, man, that's super Mexican. There's some shit that I battled, growing up, in a small town. Lots of white folk and a lot of Mexicans. A lot of the Mexicans were illegal. Like my parents came here, they weren't citizens. They became naturalized in the 80s. I was born. And my dad worked at a cattle ranch. Hard working dude,
Dang,
you know,
barely
like,
legal.
yeah, exactly. I mean, they went from, lettuce farm to ranches to, orchards. Like it was just like all that work, right? Like your stereotypical shit. So part of me was always like, and my name is Juan. I'm just like, man, that's super like Mexican. And I'm like, like.
And you got the stereotypical look too. I mean,
I look Middle Eastern too.
You do. You know what? Yeah. You could. I could see the towel.
I'm ambiguous.
I can see the towel.
A towel up there.
Wrap it up.
I take the towel. I take the turban off my head and dry my wet back off of it.
Hey, that's good. No, I had a nickname. The Mexican nicknames are always fun. My aunts called me. My tias called me Pinche Gringo. Which for anyone who doesn't speak Spanish, that means mighty warrior.
It is. That's true.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Yeah, it's either that or pretty blue eyes. I think was the other one.
It was
the other translation.
That.
Depends
My
on
boyfriend used to call me that.
If you're from north or the south of Mexico. So you are half Mexican.
It's something like that. I don't
mean?
have the DNA test, but like that's my. I got the tias and tios on my mom's side. They're all like, my mom's pretty white though.
Yeah.
Like she's super, super light.
On the Spanish side? Like,
yeah.
My mom too.
Yeah. And then, but then, I mean, like my, like you look at my tio Mondo and he's like.
Straight up.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Like, fucking Danny Trejo with short hair.
Oh, shit.
You know?
Yeah.
They're all heavier set.
Yeah.
Cool guy though. Yeah. They were cool.
Yeah, no, there's something cool about, bringing over your culture to a new country, man. And, you have to assimilate to some form, but I feel like in America, we can lose and anywhere really, but you can lose your sense of like your own individuality because you're all trying to be one and be connected and all this. But like, I think we also need to celebrate our differences. And I think that happens a lot in the arts and in comedy, especially, man, because people are going to go up there and you'll have a joke on AIDS. I'll have a joke on AIDS, but it's going to be a different perspective.
Yeah, it's parallel thinking.
Yeah,
really. Like I always say that. Like my girl tell me, Lily, she'll tell me when we hear someone's joke, like, they're stealing your joke. Like they're treading on my premise.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Some of them are just when I see they just sometimes they didn't steal your joke, but they stole your setup. And then not stole, but they used the same setup or the same method.
Gotcha.
Like, I always hate. I don't know. Sometimes I hate the standard joke setups. But I also don't like stories for newer comics. I feel like stories should be an earned. Unless you got a special, I think.
Yeah.
Try to. I don't know. You gotta. I think a story requires a fan base.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be there because people go, wait, I am interested. They can't be getting to know you through a story because that's a long time to listen to. Like, this bitch may never get to a point.
That's true.
True.
If it's a long-winded, setup, like something that's maybe like a 7 to 12 minute story that now you're trying to do in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man, you have to.
My stories never go well.
Yeah.
They go all right, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think I get bored with them too. Maybe that's part of the tism. I don't like the.
Gotcha.
I want punchlines. I want laughs. Let's go.
You need the
let's go.
Setup. Boom. You laughing? All right, let's go.
You want a story? Come to my special.
Yeah.
Right. Like watch my hour. If you want to hear stories and you want to. Be there for it. But I don't know. Already shows are long enough. It's one of the things I hate. It sucks being a comedian and not enjoying the endeavor of going. Like, we go to see people at stand up live, and I'm like, I'm not excited. Like, I'm excited for the act. I'm excited to see the act, but I'm like not excited to go stand in the line and to overpay for drinks and 2-item minimums and shitty seats. And I was like, you can guess the way I am and my girl, I don't like getting set up front.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of light, and it's not about the attention. And also, I don't like. Do you ever feel as a comedian like, don't call me out, don't ask me what I do. I don't want to do this.
I know.
I'd lie.
That's definitely your introvert side of it, because I'm like, I want to be a part of this show.
Yeah. I'm like, we get there at the end. We're like not the end of the show, but like when the scene is over, like, we'll sit at the back.
How many times have you sat there and you're like, what if like their feature didn't show up and they come out and they're like, we need an opener?
Every single time, because of the experiences I've had, I have to wonder. I just have to. Well, I look for if there's someone I know first. If there's no one I know there, then
Or you're just like, what if they came out and you're like, stay ready, dog. Stay ready, dog. Just the unrealistic, like they would never.
Hey, we
just
heard
come
you're a
out.
comedian. You better just.
Well, not even just that. Just like them saying, hey, is there anybody double parked?
Double parked. Someone left their lights on. Is John White? Oh fuck! They want me on and go up. You dropped your ID up front.
Your license plate says Juan Blanco. I like that. Maybe you do a couple songs in Spanish, or at least like with a punchline in Spanish, like Spanglish. That's Juan Blanco.
I don't speak Spanish at all,
dude. We could do something,
bro. We should. So I do want to get my dream for my thing is.
Is
to get
this a
band.
wet dream?
Every dream I have is wet.
Proceed.
No more questions. Go on. No, but I do. I want it to be. My dream is that it gets all. My show is a full band, like it's a show.
Yeah,
exactly. Because it comes back to what you said about your live hip hop.
Yeah,
how it just adds to it. Just a comedy show, where it's not just a guy with an acoustic. This is a band.
Yeah,
this is a full guitars, drums. There's solos. There's a whole. It's a music, and and the music's good.
All right. You on guitar.
I think you play bass.
Me on bass. Seth Balance on drums.
That's I asked him. Man. He did tell me. It was funny. I told him. He's such an honest guy. He goes, I'm interested, but I would want you to know that I'm in a lot of projects, and this would be 7th on my priority list.
Yeah, he's a wild man. Well, the only thing we need to do is just have you know how they have, like, pitchers have that powder for their hand, right? We just need to have one of those of Coke for him right next to the drum set. And our project would take priority.
I definitely think that would work. And I got another thing that also is more, not as funny, but more accurate, more realistic. I've always thought this with people when they have priorities of their projects. Yeah. Whatever's best takes priority.
Oh, yeah.
So if something gets together and it's like, okay, I mean, this is me. I'm in comedy. But if, I had a friend from an old metal band. They're like, bro, I love the way you shred. We're going on tour. Or come do this. Like, well.
Precedence. Yeah. You got to take precedence.
Yeah, bro.
So full band.
It could be, I thought, like, I don't. Yeah.
Which so
here's Waldo.
Well, my mind goes to full band. Yeah, right. Is that what it's
I gotta
called?
piss again too.
Yeah. All right, go do that. Yeah. I gotta get a fucking soundtrack already, like an intro song.
Bro, I've been working with making sounds. I'm just doing with loops and stuff. I'm working on ditties and stuff for that because I'm like
P Diddy's.
Yes, ditties. Just it's small beats. Young beats. They're not fully developed.
Oh yeah.
They're little things, and that's what I'm touching. Okay. That's what I'm diddling.
You're diddling little beats.
Upcoming things that might be great one day. They're not great now.
Yeah.
But after I diddle with them for a little bit, they may become great things.
They will. Yeah. Jesus. I love it. That reminds me, like I said, Group of Loners, man. You got to do that podcast.
Oh,
I did. I'll tell Ryan to reach out to you. You'll be fucking great.
That's how. Yeah, that's and it's all my. See, I'll always see like I'm not getting traction. I'm like, why? It's just introverted personality. You stay hidden under blankets,
bro. But yeah, people would say I'm the opposite of you, and same thing. Same thing. I'm not getting what I feel I could, and all that. But we proceed, man.
We proceed. There's no right way. That's what I love about hearing podcasts. You hear all these comics talking. You're like, none of these people have the ups. Like Joey Diaz is like, I went to prison and got out and decided to do comedy.
Exactly.
You're like, what the fuck? Like, I like it though. It's cool because it feels like an adult sport. Just the fact that no one considers it. Like I actually wrote like little bits of what I thought I didn't realize was stand up, but like I was watching stand up as a kid. But as a kid, I never thought that like that's I saw it as a show, big show business. Yeah. You want to be a stand-up comedian? Okay, yeah, but you also want to be in a movie too, right? You want to be in Pirates of the Caribbean. Sure, you'll be on one of these. Now I'm like, those 30-minute Comedy Central bits or nothing. Like I saw Ralphie May on one of those. Yeah, like as a nobody.
Yep,
getting 10 minutes as Ralphie. Could you imagine like Ralphie May getting
same 10? Thing? Even Kevin Hart. I remember showing his special to my friends either 2008 or 2009. No, we were in the house in the bachelor pad by then, so it would have been 2009. And my buddies were just like, "This guy is like the funny guy you just wanted to show us? I'm like, yeah, dude, that was pretty fucking funny. Like, nah. And then 2 years later, he blows up, and they're like, yeah, fucking, he's awesome. And I'm like, guys, I fucking showed you to him 2 years ago, and you guys were like, nah.
What do people find funny?
Who knows, man? It's a lot of it has to be. It is on like, you know, what the zeitgeist is at that moment. I guess, you know, it's who's speaking to that. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it is still timing. It's time. Much like love, much like most people's ideas of love and like a relationship is just really circumstances and timing. That's all it is. So you think you're in this crazy love story, but if shit was laid out differently, would you still be with the same person? That's what I'm getting at.
What I love that you do with this podcast is how it gets like, it's more of a show. It's got the talk show vibe to it. So like you have these Mr. Rogers moments where you're just like, you're talking just like, yeah. And you see, kids, you don't always want to do the same things that some autistic alcoholic does, because sometimes you'll end up in a real bad spot. And now we tie our shoes.
Oh man, oh Señor Rogelio. That might be a character. You might have just birthed a character.
That'd be a fucking dope ass kid, bro.
And instead of a train, it's a lowrider, bro.
Do you ever find yourself in comedy ever thinking of things of comedy that aren't stand up?
Hold on. I'm sorry. My mind is just going off on this tangent of
the Mr. Rogers.
Señor Rogelio.
Stick with it.
He lives in the hood. And so, like, the photo, it always ends with, like, there's a drive-by outside. He puts on his Nike Cortez.
Dude, I'm liking this. Oh, and hey, it's still like Mr. Rogers, but it's that nice Spanish slogan. Like that little, like, you know, the flamingo, flamencio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. All right. We're going to put a pin in this.
Mail. We have a letter from Venezuela.
No,
it's just asking for money.
No,
we got money. It's money. It's from America, and it contains money.
Yeah, or it's a letter from Tent City or something. All right, there's something there. There's something there. We just birthed it tonight. That's awesome. Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, I don't know why I do that.
No, they're good. That's what made me want to ask. Like, do you ever think of doing things in comedy ever that aren't stand up? Like
sketch. Yeah, I love sketch.
Sketch is good.
Yeah, sketch.
I want to do sketch.
Yeah, I have a ton of ideas, and I think a lot of my premises and bits really come from a sketch idea that I'm trying to paint with my mouth.
Oh, definitely. I see some that I'm like,
homo.
Paint your mouth. Sometimes you want to paint your mouth with an idea and it's just not ready. It's not ready to come out yet, but you just got to finesse it.
So
it's lubricate the idea.
It's like that throw up that when you catch it and you're like, I can't throw up here, so you swallow it
because you got to keep the come down.
Yeah, exactly. You got to keep the come down on the come down.
That's a bar. That's a fucking bar.
Mm-hmm. You can have that one, Kendrick.
I think. Bro, the Kendrick stuff. Did you watch the video? You watched the Not Like Us video?
No. There's a lot of imagery in there.
Have you been following it?
Not really. My girlfriend does.
Dude.
I just get
Drake can't say it anymore, right?
Say what?
The N-word.
No.
That's the best. That's pretty much. I think I just summarized it to you, most of it right there.
So basically, he got wrecked so hard and called out.
He literally got told by Kendrick.
That you're not.
Like literally outward. Like he's singing and we don't hear you now. Yeah, I can't sing it. Because I'm like Drake.
Well, for one, you're white and your last name is white.
Yeah. It doesn't look good with the NPC name. Bro, the beef, it was pretty much the most interesting thing to happen in rap in the last fucking 20 years.
It really is.
Like,
it really is.
It brought a lot of culture to the West Coast. Like, not, okay, that was a misspeak. Not brought a lot of, it brought attention to the culture that is there.
Yeah.
And I always loved that Kendrick does that. He's so artistic with the videos. My girl's so artistic, not autistic.
Yeah.
But my girl hates, I watch so many of those videos all the time. I love
like the breakdowns and stuff.
Not just the breakdowns, but just rewatch the video to see all the artistry.
Yeah.
And I love it. And maybe that comes from the music in me. Like things gotta have that timing.
Albums were a thing. Yes. You listened to an album the way it was structured from start to finish.
And know what they were doing and like learn the bars and stuff. It's so fun to learn bars for me and to understand it. It makes me a better writer. AI has been helping so much.
Yeah.
I use an AI that I'll put in lyrics and then prompts of how the song I want it to kind of be formed.
Yeah.
And it'll spit it out to me.
Nice.
And it's really helped me finish things.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, well, let me just hear what these kind of things sat back, or genres that I won't touch. So like me and my buddy, I have buddies that I've been in rap battles with.
Yeah.
And we're just writing I'm just writing bars, but I'm like looking here and I'm like, man, I'm dropping a song a day. They're like dropping a song a day of just like personal things, diss a friend, this and that. I'm like, this is so cool. Utilizing it. People are hating the AI.
That's fun, man. A rap battle with your homies.
Yes, man. Call out everything.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Dude, nothing's funner than beef.
That's fun. So you're born and raised in Arizona. One of the few, huh? Just like I.
Long and the proud. Went 2 years away on the Mormon mission, but
where to?
Portland, Oregon.
Damn it, dude. I was like Costa Rica or something.
Yeah, no, bro. Yeah. You know what? I kind of did it to myself too because on my papers, they're like, do you want to learn the language? And I was like, no.
Yeah, so that's right. You're like one of the few Mormons that doesn't know Spanish.
Yeah. I'm like one of the only of my white friends that doesn't speak Spanish. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I have more Mexican friends who don't speak Spanish that well than I do white friends.
That's so true.
It's fucking weird.
I'm guilty of it though. My kids don't know Spanish. They also live with their mom that's not the Spanish speaker.
Hey. So we're blaming the baby mamas.
That's what we do. You know, we find a reason why I'm not to blame. Mm-hmm. No, so you went to Portland, Oregon for your
mission. Yeah.
You guys stopped calling them crusades, right? Since you played.
Yeah. We don't slaughter quite as many people.
Are you still a practitioner?
Of what?
Of Mormonism?
No, fuck no. It was a brief period that I was actually really ever practicing Mormon.
Yeah.
I was raised in it. Mm-hmm. And then I would say that by the time I was 12, like 12 was the first time I smoked pot.
Yeah.
And then from that time I lived under the rule of a Mormon society. You know what I mean? I just had to navigate my way to do my thing while being in that. Got caught, several times, just disciplined. But I was smoking pot, doing drugs.
Ain't that so crazy?
And then got it together at the end of my high school year. At the end, I had a really deep acid trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I don't think I want to just be like doing ecstasy and partying. We're like I got to start some structure in life. And I was like, there's something spiritual out there that I need to tap into. And being raised Mormon, I'm like, well, where else do you start but what you're with?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of positive reinforcement of my community by going on a mission.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, cool. I'm not the fuck up anymore. People love it. And they love that fucking prodigal son story. Mm-hmm. Like, damn. Yeah. They're like, oh, so he really believes it because he to be 30-year-olds. Yeah. And like, like when people talk, like I could talk like, hey, you don't want to get into drugs. Like, because I did them.
Yeah,
like,
but you already.
Yeah. So like they're not like, you don't know. Like you're like, I know. You're the one who's never tried. I've been like scared straight.
Yeah.
But went on the mission really quickly into the mission was like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. And so I kind of like manipulated the mission structure a little bit to just be able to put myself in a position. Like I got to like a training position. So I was training missionaries. And so I was training a missionary who was struggling. Like following rules, being obedient, borderline getting sent home. So I chose to be with him. Yeah. And then I said, hey, but you can do whatever you want. Just make sure that we're back here for the phone call that we get at night at 9 p.m. So as long as, or 8 p.m., whatever time it was. Yeah. But as long as you're back for that, I don't give a fuck what you go do. And we'll just say that we're doing work. And I'll keep telling the mission president that I'm doing the best I can to get you to be productive and find the spirit and, get back on the right track. But I'm just not being that successful. I have 6 months left. You have 3. We'll ride this out.
No shit. Yeah. And so at that point were you kind of like also like,
I got a job.
You were checked out, right? Cuz
I was not Mormon, but I have a free rent.
Yeah.
I mean, not free. We paid for it. Like you pay to go on your own mission. This is already here, so I just worked. I had just normal life and then had to go do missionary stuff every now and again to keep up appearances, and then
for sure
came home, got a DUI.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
Instantly, and then
got it out of the way, huh?
And then got on track and fucked around for my 20s.
And now you just stay home and fucking don't worry about the DUI bullshit.
Don't worry about no bullshit. Love to drive. Have that good driving privileges. You gotta love that.
Yeah, no,
I do
still
the old
battling
man
that.
shit now. Yeah, I do. I'm getting old quick.
That's good,
mentally.
man. That's good. Lean into it. Lean in, dude. The old man shit is like the older I get, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I
just
get
a
it.
run, breakfast in the morning, have a couple early drinks. Hang out with the kid by the pool for a while.
Yeah,
Do some comedy at night.
yeah.
Make
That's
people
it.
give them the ha-has.
I see a pretty good gaming setup here. Is this a lot of you?
Bro, between me and her, we've got it all. Where there's like 2 Switches. We have 2 VRs for the PS4. We have an Oculus. There's 2 Xboxes, a PC, Mac for all the art and music stuff.
Get down. Hey, have you ever played Jackbox games?
What's Jackbox?
Ooh, you remember a game back in the 90s called You Don't Know Jack? It was a trivia game.
Oh, like, you mean Jack, like the show?
Jackbox.
Bro.
Yeah.
Jackbox was the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you because they do it after, because they boom, and now the commercial.
Yeah, so
Or no, they do it later in the episode. Like, here's the question.
Yeah, so now you download the packs, they're on your computer, and you can use Discord to connect with, different people, and you use your phone as the controller.
Oh, yeah, no, then I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, you got to get on.
I think you're talking
Jackbox.
about Crashbox.
No.
There's a show
Crashbox
back
was
in
on
the
HBO. Yes,
Yeah,
that was a shit.
yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
I thought that's what you were on.
Jackbox.
Jackbox.
Jackbox.tv. It's
Shout
a
out.
game where you use
sponsored?
No, I should be. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, you just give this guy money.
Yeah, please. Yeah, you use your phone as a controller. It's trivia. It's like funny wittiness. It's all kinds of shit, man. There's a ton of stuff. Like you would, as a comedian and a gamer, you would love that shit.
We've been getting into more of the board stuff now. Like I just got all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Dude, I would go down a rabbit hole with that. I've never dipped my toe in it, and I know it would consume.
I have a dream to podcast with some comedians and just do like an easy, because it's just all funny. Just fucking play a fucking Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Dude, with other comedians, I'd be down.
That'd be dope.
I'd be down.
That'd be dope.
I've never messed with it or anything, but I'd be down. Have you ever played a game called Secret Hitler?
What?
It's like
No.
Mafia. Have you ever played
Okay, Mafia, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So somebody's Hitler, there's some fascists and some liberals, and you basically either try to enact 5 liberal laws or 5 fascist laws, or assassinate Hitler, or Hitler makes it into the presidency. And so like there's this big, it's basically a game of lying. So if you're really good at lying, you'll love this game.
All comics are going to be there for it.
Dude, we're definitely. Actually, you'll be the first person I ask right now. I guess.
Man, let's hear it.
I'm producing a show, a roast. So, are you comfortable with roasting and being roasted?
That's I had just announced that was my goal for 2025. So even if it has to happen a little early,
Okay.
I'm down for it. I'm here. So I have questions about roasting though,
Yes.
because I see 2 types of roast comedy shows.
Okay.
I see people who don't know much, and okay, I don't even want to call. I'm gonna call like one of yours. I saw you in a clip of it. Like,
Yeah.
it was just at like the tavern or some shit, like just reading off phones. None of the roasts were that killer, and not in a bad way, but
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean. It's just, but it didn't seem like the intention was even there to really put him in. Like it was kind of like lighthearted.
Yeah.
But then does that happen to where sometimes it's more lighthearted than just kill Tony? Because like
Yeah,
that's
right.
you know what I mean. So that's 2 polar opposites of that. And so as an autistic guy that always has to mirror behavior, I can't be the first to anything. I gotta.
you
I can
gotta
be
see.
better at something
Yes.
maybe, but I can't. I gotta see where it goes. Like where is it okay? Because I think a lot of mean things and can make them funny, but like
Yes.
where is it like okay? Do you not make fun of fat girls?
No, you have
because,
to.
Like,
You have to.
will you bleep a name if I just want to say it for a thing?
No.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to bleep it?
Maybe I should. I just won't say it.
All right.
I just figured out you. I gotta laugh.
Yeah. No.
He goes, no, I'm not gonna.
So here's the thing about roasts, and because they've gotten so big, is that I think people are desensitized, and it depends on the type of roast. So people have become desensitized. A lot of the quick roasts, to me, I think have been done before, but they're played out. Like I like to go deeper, but also if you do the pot roast battle where everybody's high, you can't go deep. You can't be an elaborate
Yeah.
Like
Well, you got to know the person kind of, or it's going to be shallow.
Yes.
Like if I don't know you, like after
it has to be what you
this
see.
podcast makes it easier to roast each other. Cause like, I know, you fucking raised in Yuma, illegal piece of shit.
Exactly.
Right?
There you
but like
go.
I don't know you. I'm like you. Like I think I roasted you on something. I'm like you look like a Brillo pad that was smuggled across the Rio Grande.
I remember that. Yeah.
Like
So you have to you have to go for it. So that's the one question that like as soon as you get announced, your opponent will reach out usually and say, "Hey, what's off limits?" And some people might say, "Hey, don't talk about my kids."
My dad, whatever.
To me, I'm participating in a roast. Nothing is off limits.
That's me because if I'm not there, that's the perfect practice. If we're not in it, I'm not in it. If I'm here to get offended, then I'm.
Yeah. No, you got to go in. So you're into it. So
I'm there. As long as there's no shot. I can't.
Here's the breakdown. It's a 2-part series.
Okay.
The first one involves a bowling game. Do you like bowling?
Bowling?
Yeah, bowling.
Bowling
and pins.
Oh, not as much as like bullying, but yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said bowling. I was like, oh, let's go.
What's bowling?
Bullying.
Bullying. Oh, bullying. Oh. No.
You were saying roasting, so I thought that was like kind of on topic. Like
no. So the show I'm producing is at a bowling alley.
Okay.
So are you familiar with Lenora's?
Heard of it.
So it's a comedy club inside a bowling alley at Stacy's on Dunlap.
Huh.
Ray
Okay.
Earl, you do that a lot.
Yeah, I love Ray Earl.
What's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name. Gay Mexican.
Short hair.
Yes.
Looks Asianish.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's 3 types of people: Black, Caucasian, and Mongols. And Mexicans, Asians, and Native Americans all are in that. So that's why we all look alike, right? Yeah.
Kareem.
We're all in that same vein. God, I'm drawing a blank on his name, and he's a big dude. Like big name. Anyways, so I'm gonna produce a roast show there, but I'm like, we're at a bowling alley, so let me get a bowling game going.
Okay. How does the bowling mixed in? How does that?
Well, so that's going to dictate who faces who. Bowling scores. 2 teams of comics, 4 comics on each team. So basically going to be
we're going to let a wild out going here almost with the teams.
So we're going to, I'm going to do commentary. I'm going to have a co-host do play-by-play. I'll have a field reporter. We're going to stream it. I'm going to take all that and edit it to promote the roast battle happening at a later date. So... are you down to bowl and talk some shit? Is basically the question.
I'm down.
All right, man. You're my first fucking book.
Let's go.
Bookie.
Take that, cat. If anyone saw in the corner, I hit the cat I'm trying to kill.
Yeah.
Animal cruelty on TV. Only on one time. Dude, that's it. You got to tag the show with that. So you get like views like animal cruelty
really?
on camera. You get views, clickbait, just
on
camera cruelty.
Hey, what's this eye hole down here about dick level?
Bro, that's so I get to check out the dicks before I open it up.
You're like up here, you're like, okay, the face is good.
You may want to show up to fuck, but I'm going to say, you're going to knock on the door. I'm going to say, drop them. Yeah. I'm going to take a peek through the bottom hole. If everything's on the level, then we railing. But if not, then you're walking home with a boner.
You're walking home with the boner. Your little boner. Or what?
I don't know why, though. No,
yeah, that's weird.
It's like low.
Is that just in case you leave your kids home unattended?
I'm guessing it's for children, yeah.
Or maybe our short brothers.
Midgets are allowed to have apartments too.
Yeah, they are allowed for sure.
Are we allowed to say midgets still?
Yeah, we can.
I say it.
We know you're not saying it maliciously. To me, intent means everything.
Means
everything. Dude, so how can people follow you?
Bro, Instagram, John White Comedy.
Right?
Really just everywhere, John White Comedy. I don't know how I scored it.
Dude.
But it's just, at John White Comedy. Find me there. Throughout 2025, be looking for it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Got a couple new songs coming out.
Heck yeah.
And we're gonna start touring more.
Yeah.
The coming year here.
Any upcoming immediate shows that people can know about?
Nothing right off the moment. No
worries. Well, he's gonna be on my roast battle. I'm coming up with the name
this roast battle.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Right, well, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for letting us record at your spot.
Absolutely.
Follow John. Obviously a fun dude, interesting dude, and a great musician, man.
Hey, it's been a pleasure,
dude. Thank you, brother. All right, until next time.
Hell yeah.
Adios.